Hello adventurers, I'm Gray and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper, where I am confused and frustrated because, as you can tell, I'm missing a furnace here. But that's not why I'm confused and frustrated. I'm confused and frustrated because I lost some content. That's why this furnace isn't here. I don't even know what exactly happened. I don't remember. Some stuff went wrong. That's all I remember. Okay, so brief explanation. Last time I was recording this game, I had a whole episode recorded and all that stuff, and then I remember the video file corrupted. I remember that much. So basically a whole episode's worth of content was like gone and everything like that. And so I decided to retry that recording. I explained what was going on in that retry, and I went on a tour of my place to show what you missed that time, and went over everything and all the quests I did and all that stuff. And somehow I lost that footage and do not know where it is. So that's twice the amount of footage, like another full episode's worth gone. And I don't remember at all of what I did in those 2 episodes. So anything that I learned that I did this time is gonna be like, you guys will be learning what I did at the same time as I learned what I did, to be honest. That's a little bit sad. However, all hope is not lost. We still have a whole lot to do, and in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it'll matter too much. It's not too big of a deal. It's just like a little bit of missed content. When we might have a couple crafting stations that we didn't have before. Maybe our graveyard's a bit better. I know our farm's better. I know for a fact I did a lot of farming last time and it wasn't recorded, but that was one thing I was focused on because I heard that that was a good way to make money. I will go over comments in a moment, but first of all, let's go over a tour of my whole place. So, down here, we have our farm going, and we have a lot of peat. I made a lot more peat things so that we have low-level fertilizer, because peat can be used as a low-tier fertilizer. So when you see this stuff right here, these signs, that means that something can be planted here, and the signs mean that there's fertilizer already in the ground there. I originally had all these spots filled out already. However, I already did one full harvest, and I didn't quite get back enough seeds to fill up everything completely. But for the most part, it's like only these 2 slots. One of them was wheat, where we needed 1 more seed, and one of them is carrots. But everything else, we got enough to fill up everything again. I bought them from the farmer. We have ourselves a furnace too. I took apart the old furnace. Turns out you could have upgraded the old one and it probably would have been easier. It did give me quite a few parts back when I dismantled the old one though. So, I don't know, probably not as much as I would have gotten just, like I would have spent less I guess if I just upgraded it, but you know, it's no big deal. Lesson learned, and I'll do that next time. I apologize. Let's look through our stuff. So you can see my inventory. I got 20 bread right here. I got a lot of bread. In fact, bread might be a good way for me to regain some energy for a while. But I'm probably not going to use plain bread to do that. And I still have a lot going. And look at how much wheat is. Actually, it looks like I've been smelting most of my wheat already. Yeah. But I've been learning how to cook in here. I've been crafting things at my desk. I got some meat that I cooked, and I was planning to make some, I think sandwiches was the goal. I just need to wait for my cabbages to grow, and I can make some sandwiches. Sauerkraut would be nice, but that requires salt, and I don't really feel like making salt. And also carrots, and I like using carrots to get bodies instead. Yeah. Oh, there's some more bread. But basically, you get flour just by 4 wheat. You can convert that to dough using some water, which I left in the chest here, which is very safe for the chest. I'm assuming it's in like a bucket or something in there. Even though it's technically not in my inventory because I took it out of a bucket. But anyway, there's burgers you can make, which require onions, which I don't currently have. You make raw sliced meat here, which is what you cook to get baked meat. And there's berry juice in here, which is quite nice as well. You can make jelly, which is very effective in energy, because berry juice is used to make jelly. That's why berry juice is nice. You also need green jelly, though, which means I need to kill some slimes for that. But cooking is a nice thing to do, and I think it's worthwhile. There's nothing in this chest. Also, today is the prayer day, and I completely think I forgot to do the prayer. I think it's probably too late now. I was in the middle of a talk. Please, please let me make it, please. Don't leave, Bishop, don't leave. I don't think I did the prayer yet, and I think I can because the Bishop's still outside. Yeah. Okay, let's do the prayer for faith. I don't remember if I made the prayer for faith in the last couple episodes or in one I recorded. I think it might have been something I did recently because it took quite a bit of time to make. But I did make another prayer. So yeah, hopefully it gets me a bit more faith. Right now it's not really that effective, but I think I just need to bring the church level up. And I think I can bring the church level up using several different means. Oh, that's effective actually. I got 6 this time. That's way more than last time. I got 4 last time when I used a prayer for faith. And they've been giving quite a bit of money recently too, which is nice. Alright. But we can upgrade our church by building things like these, the confessions. I don't know how to use the confessions, but I know that they're a good thing to make. And I can make another one actually. In fact, I think that's what I was planning on doing in the first place to improve the quality of the church, so let's do that. Should I rotate it? No, like this. Like this should be good. There we go. And now we have 2 confessions. Well, once I get it built. Nice. And our church quality is now 21, so we can get an upgraded place. The church is looking good. The church is shining bright, Your Holiness. Task complete. Story. Gold story. It's nothing compared to the town cathedral, but for our church, it isn't half bad. Just a couple steps left, and then we can upgrade this church. Okay. What do you mean? What is there left to do? I need to bring him 4 quality fish fillets? Is that what I need to do to upgrade the church? Is that really what I need to do? Ay. It's fine. Whatever. I'll talk to you later. Okay, let's go downstairs and take a tour around there, because I think I built some things, perhaps. So we have our classic, the alchemy station. We have this right here, the hand mixer. I'm not sure if I showed this before. You can get component parts out of things on here, like decomposition stuff. You can get out of anything you throw in here. For example, I could throw in fat and get some stuff out of it. It's stuff like, what was it called? Stuff like these solutions. Life solution, slowing solution, health solution. You can use them for all sorts of stuff. Desk, of course, you know the desk. You make prayers and all that stuff. Over here is my alchemy workbench, which, actually, I think I did make this. I showed this off already. It's what I use flasks to make and all that stuff. But I made spices in here, and I brought spices to the... Did I bring them to the merchant yet? I actually didn't bring them to the merchant yet, so I'm going to do that soon. At least I think. Let's take a quick look at the NPCs, actually. So we still have most of these quests. I didn't do the astrologer stuff. I didn't really do the inquisitor stuff. I might have spoken to him, but we didn't do anything for him. Snake, we still have a lot to do. I did a bit of Miss Charms thing. But I still need to bring back the necklace from Snake, which I need to get by doing Snake's quests and all that stuff. Merchant, I need to bring a cure. So yeah, the spice is what his cure. I talked to the witch over in the swamp about it, and she told me how to get the spice and all that stuff. I need a fish fillet. I need a bottle of wine for a story from Ragna. Horadric, I need to find a stamp and sell meat to him, which I'll buy at some point. Woodcutter, I need to bring an iron axe. Honestly, I could probably do that super easily. This guy needs silver star fish fillets. And this guy, and Clotho still needs a silver star pumpkin. Okay, I could still study stuff. I have a bit of faith now I could use to study. I've never studied a heart. Or intestines. It does cost quite a bit of faith to do so. However, I really have no other use for it right now. So might as well try. And just stock up on some blue points. Nice, that's a lot of blue points. And I could also do the heart. Actually, how much is bone? Bone is cheap. I'll do bone for now. I won't have enough to do the heart, but it will still give me a good amount of blue points. And I'll have some saved in case I need to do some other cheap thing later on, which is good. Alright, this is my chest down here. Still have all this stuff stored. Actually, you just saw that anyway. Here's the basement chest. There's a couple new things in here. Nothing too important or too big. I can probably throw the stories in for now, because I'm mostly going to be using them down here anyway. More bread. Sick. Really, the last thing I haven't showed yet is just what technologies I've gotten. And I have a lot of points to spend right now on different things. Embalming would be nice, because I know that's good for creating high-quality bodies and all that stuff. Anatomy 2. I'm not sure how important that'll be, but it might be important. Second chance? I have no idea what this is. Resurrection tape. That's for zombies, isn't it? Okay. I might need to unlock that to get some zombies crafted. No wonder I didn't know how to make zombies. I didn't unlock its workbench yet. We'll get there. Theology. We have a lot of stuff to unlock in here still. Book writing. We still have a lot to do in here. And I know that I can get some stuff in here that would really help with improving the quality of stories and things I get without too much effort, so that'll be something to work towards. Gathering, there's a lot of stuff to do in here still. Smithing. I can unlock a lot of stuff with my points now, though, so I'm going to have to decide on what's the best path to go from here. But yeah, that's the stuff we have unlocked. And finally, we'll go over the comments. Okay, before we do that, I want to mention grape farming. We are working towards grape farms. That's kind of something I'm trying to do right now using the trellis we have up near Witch Hill. We do need to be able to make wine, though, so because wine's going to be very important coming up for several quests. So winemaking is one of the things I should probably be getting right now, I think. Yeah. Okay, and we could wait to get winemaking for after we have some grapes already ready. But we have the points, why not? And I know we buy the grape stuff, or at least I think we do, from the merchant, not from the farmer. So we're going to work towards that in a moment. Brewing, I don't really care about this stuff right now. Berry ferment, all that stuff. Making booze. Booze is a late game thing. I'll get to that in a little bit. It's actually not that hard to reach, but we'll get to it. Bee domestication, don't care too much. I think right now what I'm going to do is start working towards getting steel things. Upgrading my equipment in that regard. Just like my weapons and tools, I want them to be better. So I think that's what I'm going to work towards right now. And for that I'm going to need an anvil too. And also inborn blacksmith would be pretty important when getting this type of stuff. So I'm going to unlock an anvil too, and I'll work towards actually upgrading our current anvil rather than creating a new one and then deconstructing it. Engineer. That's going to be tough. Steel tools, we can probably unlock steel tools without too much effort. However, I do want to get weapons because steel weapons though. Steel weapons would probably be better than this stuff here. In fact, I could probably skip this stuff entirely and just go straight to steel weapons. I think I'm going to work towards getting steel weapons and armor for going into Snake's dungeon, and also steel tools right now while I read through the comments. So this recipe is incredibly cheap. All I need is one steel ingot. Actually, one iron and one steel. How much would it have cost to make an anvil 2 from scratch? 2 iron and 2... I mean, I guess it's not a big change. It looks like we need graphite to make steel, though, which I think is something we have to unlock, right? I think it's in building, precious metals, graphite. Okay, we're going to have to unlock this stuff. Okay, I'm not sure where we find these ores, but I'll take a look around while we read the comments, you know. It's a good way to spend time while passively reading through stuff. So, first of all, there's apparently a zombie thing that makes up for it, and when I say it, I was talking about earlier how collecting wood and things like that give me red points, so if I make zombies do that, I wouldn't really get the points out of it. And apparently there's a zombie thing that makes up for that, so I don't have to spend energy on that type of stuff and still get the red points. I'll have to look into that in the future. There are also some tips that I find to be pretty useful in memorizing what these different, or what the different day symbols mean. For example, Miss Charm has a female symbol, astrologer is the moon, priest is church is on a Sunday, so it's a sun. Snakes are often green, so it's green. Merchant, coins are yellow or gold, so it's a golden color. And then finally we have Inquisitor, which is process of elimination, so it's the last one that's different from the rest of them. You could also think of it as sort of like a, looks kind of like a cross that you'd like burn a witch on or something like that. I'm honestly not sure where to look for graphite, I'm just wandering around for now. It's not like there's anything I can do in Miss Charm's day anyway. As soon as a body is buried, its quality doesn't go down. That's pretty useful to know because that means that I can just toss it in the ground and, like, if I need to do other things with it, I can always take it up later. Though I do need to buy a thing to remove it from the grave, so it's something to keep in mind. If you deal with it quickly and bury it, though, it'll stay that same quality forever, so I don't have to worry about that. If I want to have higher quality books without any extra work, I can get the perks like writing tricks and playwright, which I believe they're in here, book writing. So writer, playwright, all that type of stuff are pretty good. So I'll start working towards those once I'm more focused on that stuff. But I'll get it at some point once I have a lot of extra points to use. Apparently whenever... Oh, what's this? Is this graphite? Oh, this was the coal, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's coal. Dang. Apparently... whenever you're putting a body in, if you have less flower things, I can't really show it right now because I'm not at my graveyard, but when you enter a grave and see like the quality of the body inside of it, if you have less skulls than you have those sort of green flowers, then it won't matter. Like the quality won't go any higher than a certain limit. What that basically means, in summary, is no matter how good you make the tombstone and the wall around the grave, if your body isn't a high enough quality, it won't matter. Apparently not everything can be harvested by zombies. Those that you can mine infinitely for yourself may not need a helping hand. So like digging up dirt and sand and things like that, you might not need zombies to do. Without fertilizer, all farms are unsustainable. So peat is not exactly the best fertilizer. You need at least bronze to make farms close to stable. Peat is definitely better than nothing, but it's not the best, I'll admit. I'll work towards fertilizer later, because I looked through it last time, even though it wasn't, like, the recording failed, like I said, but I looked at it last time. It takes quite a bit of work to get fertilizer, so that'll be a little bit away. Steel is used in all higher tier crafting stations, which is why I'm working towards that stuff. I can upgrade my current furnace. I know I could, but I destroyed it. The old one had heat in it. I know it did, but I destroyed it. You can also study graveyard stuff for more blue points. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do more of that then in the future. If you just took out the blood and fat, it would be perfect as long as you ignore surgical mistakes. And I think you can put the heart back and it returns skull. Can you put the heart back in the body? I know in real life you kind of can. Okay. Also, there was a dumb mistake I made where I didn't notice that I'd already made ink sacs and things like that. Can I go in? I want to go into the mine. But I didn't notice until the very end of the episode, and turns out it seems like you guys didn't really notice, so it's all good for me. I can put a marble quarry. What's over here? Stone. 4 wood wedges. Oh, 2. Wait. Why do I not have any wood wedges on me? Yeah, whatever. Let's put a marble quarry, because why not? We have the resources on us. It might be it's a good thing to just go ahead and get done. We can get zombies to mine up marble, I'm assuming, at some point in the future. Gives a lot of red points and green points, which is the main thing. Oh, now you can use wood wedges to get marble. And I got the achievement marble. It's all worth it for those cheeves, bro. Let's see. Anything important we can make here? Not really. I mean, we don't have any flitch anymore. I wonder why we don't have any of those. Well, I suppose I'll just use my energy mining up some coal before I go home. Boop. Gotta make myself a couple torches. And it gives 2 red points every one I mine, so this is basically a consistent source of red points for real easy. If I can get this to 100, I can actually unlock the next thing I want to get, which is the steel weapons and armor. Oh! So apparently he made graphite out of coal, which I should have realized knowing how graphite is really made, but I didn't. So now we have the option to make a lot of graphite. I'm gonna make 10 graphite for now. Takes about, actually, 50 seconds per. I'm about to go to bed anyway, so I'll throw in some graphite, and it should be done by the time I wake up. Alright, maybe it was 50 minutes, not 50 seconds. Okay, so we got 3 graphite, and we can use that to make ourselves some steel, but we need the furnace to be empty, which means that we're going to need to wait for this to be done. Wonderful, let's do some other stuff. We have farms that are ready. We do need to get some fish. I think we have some fish saved up somewhere. I wonder what quality they would make, though. Okay, let's try chopping up some fish fillets and seeing what quality of fish we make. There we go. Actually, the quality is unknown because we can't pick it up right now because our inventory's full. No, just one. See, I know how to type in that. We made basic fish fillets. How do you make higher quality fish fillets? So as it turns out, you need a quality fish to make a quality fish fillet, which, to be honest, makes sense. We do have a lot of bread now, and we could use this bread to make a lot of things. And we're going to do that. We're going to make ourselves some good food, and we're going to sell a lot of it to make a lot of cash. I have enough points to unlock the whole weapons thing right now, but I'm not going to spend it yet. I'm going to wait until next time before I do that. Just in case I see something else that's more exciting. Well, we have a lot of veggies now, so we can make ourselves some good old sandwiches. Let's see. I'm just going to make as much as we can of the meat that we have. And this should provide a good amount of energy for whenever we need it on the go. This will be my main energy source. And the rest of the bread, for the most part, I'm going to sell. I might leave like 10 in storage as... No, I don't really need to, because we're going to have so much that we farm up in the future. I'm just going to sell all the rest of the bread. I think that's a good idea. For now, though, let's get the rest of it cooking, because why not? Throw in some more firewood. Actually, I'll throw in some coal. Wow, we actually had the perfect amount of water that I just picked up for the exact amount of flour that we have. It's a perfect mix. And we have like 3 bodies right now that I have not touched. They're all going to get burned, I'm pretty sure. But we do need to burn some corpses for reasons, for crafting reasons. So that's not too big of a deal right now. I'm not too focused on getting the graveyard to be higher quality yet. That'll be something for future me. There's going to be so much bread, oh my gosh. You know what, while we're working on this bread stuff, we could probably go ahead and smelt some steel. I would say 5 for now, because it costs 2 iron per steel, so it's quite a lot of work. Actually, this will make us 10 steel. Yeah, we'll make 10 steel. We'll make 10 steel, and we'll just let it go for now. Well, you know, when I was told that I'd eventually have enough food that I wouldn't have to worry about my energy anymore, I thought you were being overdramatic. I thought there's no way I'd get that much. There's so much bread. There's so much bread. I have 94 more. I thought it was more than that, but it was divided by 2, so it's 94. And we have all this in here as well. Gee. And we have a constant supply coming in from the farm. There's so much bread. We need to sell this and see what we get out of it. Before this episode ends, we need to do that. Also, let's quickly upgrade this anvil, because why not? Boop. There we go. I'm gonna have to go to sleep again, aren't I? Come on, anvil. Let's see what we can make with the new one, just real quick. Hey, it added a tail. We can make all these iron parts. I'm guessing most of the new stuff we'll be able to make is just stuff that we have to unlock still. So this just allows us to do that. Okay, let's see how much money we can make off of this bread. Next time! That's right, I lied, because it's already over 20 minutes in this episode. And we want to have a lot to do next time, which we undoubtedly will no matter what, but this would be a good way to start it off, just to see how much money we'll make from what we've done today. It was a bit of a housekeeping episode, getting you all up to date, reading through the comments and all that stuff, but we're going to go straight into the next episode without reading any comments, because there's a lot to do still, a lot I have planned, and yeah, it's going to be exciting. So, if you all enjoyed this episode of Graveyard Keeper, I'd appreciate a like, comment, or a subscription. It really does help out. And I hope to see you all on the next adventure.